Hello and welcome to the halftime hangout. Arsenal versus Aston Villa. I'm joined here with Rayhan from the Global Gooners, myself, Jack McDonald, and you know what? After a slow start, blink of the eye, and we're up 3-0, Rayhan. What a crazy first half.
Crazy is not the word, man. I cannot even describe how unexpected really that was. It took me by surprise completely. I mean, given the way that we had started the match, pretty slow, I thought it was yet another one of those days, but just out of nowhere we had this blitz of pace, and it's just so great to see Mesut Ozil record an assist and a goal. It's much needed, and as well with Danny Welbeck to make his first Arsenal goal. Just thrilled at the moment.
I like the way Ozil's goal was just a collective sigh of relief. Not only did we go up 1-0, which was fantastic, but after that goal, he just looked like a completely different player. It looked like the weight of the world was lifted off his shoulders, and it was great to see. And then that second goal by Danny Welbeck, what a pass! That's the class of Ozil. It's not the finish. The finish was pretty good, decent movement, but that pass to Danny Welbeck for the second goal was absolutely world class. Back four has been pretty good. I think we were a little shaky coming off the start. Aaron Ramsey, I think, has had a bit of a poor game, but one thing I want to point out to everyone is imagine this team with Alexis Sanchez and Theo Walcott on the flanks. With all due respect to Oxlade-Chamberlain and Cazorla, great players, but can you imagine a front three of Danny Welbeck, Alexis Sanchez, Theo Walcott, and Mesut Ozil playing on form like he is now? I'm so excited for the rest of the season, and we're just joined by Moran right here. What are your thoughts of the first half? Because 3 goals in 3 minutes is pretty incredible.
It was, especially the way we were playing, just to completely switch around the momentum of the match and really have it favoring us, especially for Ozil. And I love those Ozil and Welbeck. Those two guys, have been under criticism the past week, and just way to shut them all up. Ozil with a lovely finish with the ball from Welbeck, and then vice versa on the second goal. They've both been superb today. I don't want to be a negative on all this positivity, but I don't think Ramsey's had a great match. I think he's been very poor. He's just, like I said in the pre-match, he shouldn't be going to attacking. I'd love to see him play more defensively, and near the end of the half, that happened, and we got caught on the counterattack.
Rayhan, one thing that I think might go underestimated from this match right now is that save by Wojciech Szczesny when it was 0-0. I forget the Villa defender, but off the free kick from Tom Cleverley. What a save. And if he doesn't make that save, we could be having a completely different discussion right now.
Yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. I mean, I think people fail to appreciate the work that Szczesny does on his day. That was such a crucial save because if, as you say, if they had scored that, I think it just would have set us on a downhill spiral, really, a downward spiral, because obviously to concede a goal at that point in the game would have been just absolutely detrimental to our confidence. And then perhaps Ozil would not have scored that goal. Everyone's heads would have dropped. But thankfully we scored first. As a matter of fact, Mesut Ozil scored first of all people, which is such a pleasure, honestly. So it was just really, really good to see that response.
Not only the goal and the assist, Ozil just looks like a completely different, energetic player today, playing in that central role at the 10. And after this match, there really is no excuse for him to be playing out wide anymore. Even the same with Welbeck. I was impressed with his goal. The movement was nice, but just his overall game in the first half was very impressive. And one thing I want to allude to is he got the ball at the top of the box. He tried nutmegging the defender. He tried nutmegging Senderos. It did work out, but would he have the confidence to try and do that at United? I don't think so. And it just shows how he's feeling at Arsenal. He's trying off those types of moves. Sure, it didn't work out that particular time, but you know what? It will work out another time. And he just looks like a completely different player. His hold-up game is great. His physical presence is fantastic. And Moran, what did you think of Danny Welbeck in the first half?
I think he was blistering with confidence. One of my favorite moments of the half was actually near the start of it when he tried some audacious effort with his right foot, tried to curl one from very, very far out. I think it shows the confidence he's building at Arsenal. I've always believed since he's gone here he's suffering the Sturridge syndrome, where he didn't have the confidence. He never had the run of games at center forward for United, but then coming to Arsenal, where he's going to get that stretch of matches, he will soon start scoring more and more, I believe, and then really make the transition from just a normal everyday player to a potential star in the league.
Rayhan, going to you. What did you think of the back four today? We looked a little shaky at the coming out of the gates, but Callum Chambers has looked fantastic. Koscielny's been a beast as usual. What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't think the back four this year has been quite as strong as it was last year. I have to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And in this game, I've seen a few lapses in concentration, which is a bit frustrating because we carried out such good defensive form last season. But I'm not too concerned. Obviously we're maintaining a clean sheet in this game. I think, I agree. Callum Chambers has been just a revelation really for us. I'm so impressed that someone who's my age is just doing so well in the Premier League, and Koscielny is always good. I just think I don't think a lot of Gooners would agree with me with this, but I think Mertesacker is becoming a bit of the weak link in our defense. I think it's just his lack of pace, but hopefully he can use his experience to counteract that.
I think, Marin, do you want to respond to that?
Well, yeah, I guess it's a fair statement to say, because I don't know, I just don't, when Koscielny has the ball, when I have possession of the ball, I feel more confident than I do when Mertesacker. He just looks, I feel like he's more panicked. I feel like just his pace, as Ryan said, maybe that's why I feel more panicked when he has possession of the ball. But defending, I think he's probably one of our smarter defenders. I think he just reads the game very well. But I can agree with where he's coming from, though.
Yeah, I think the World Cup has to do a lot of that too. Player of Mertesacker's age probably needed more time to recover after a long season with Arsenal than a very energetic campaign at the World Cup with Germany. I just think he's just getting his, not match fitness back, but match sharpness back. And, that's what's so good about Mertesacker, and he relies on his match sharpness, the way he reads the game, the way how he's always switched on. And I just don't think he's switched on just yet, but I think in a couple more games under his belt, he'll regain that match sharpness. And just overall...
Jack, sorry about that. You also got to look at, the Germans, they're gone for a long time after the World Cup finished. There's probably a lot of rust into them. For Bayern Munich, they had their Germans come right away after the World Cup. Arsene Wenger gave the time off to Ozil and Mertesacker, so maybe that could have played a factor in how Ozil's looked so far this season. I'm not going to use it as an excuse, but it's something to take note of.
That's true. Before the match, I had a pregame prediction that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was going to be the star of the show, man of the match, and once again, I was wrong. Hasn't really gotten involved as much as I'd like for him to see, but he still looked kind of dangerous. And the thing with Oxlade-Chamberlain, he has the pace, he has the skill, but does he have the mental picture in his mind to see a move happen, see the space, and go on and get a goal and assist? And that's where I think he's just lacking. We're approaching the second half, guys. Any last thoughts, Rayhan, before we head into that second half?
Yeah, we've definitely got to watch out for Delph and Bon Lahore. I think they look like the main threats for Aston Villa. We got to watch those clever little passes to them, and if we do that, I think we should be fine in terms of maintaining the clean sheet. But hopefully we can get a few more. I think signs look promising for this game.
Moran, last words. I think it's really important we keep a clean sheet, regain some confidence. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, for sure. I just want for sure. I just want to see Ramsey, put on a better performance in the second half.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And avoiding a second half collapse. I don't want to jinx it, but I guess that stretch of games where we're undefeated at Villa Park goes to 17 years, I guess.
Thank you for that, Moran. And
I'll take full responsibility. I'll take full responsibility if you don't get the 3 points.
All right, we'll be back with our full-time hangout. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you at the end of the second half. Up the Arsenal!